I'm Susan Jones from Living Lines. We're a branding agency and we believe that in communication by design. Now, communication by design, it doesn't just mean graphic design work and photographic work. Communication by design means to design is communication of that message about your brand that's not left to chance, that's actually designed to give the right message to your customers and be able to get that right customer interaction. Now, today I'm going to tell you a story that I experienced, and this is something that anybody can actually in their own business, and ask yourself, do you have a story? Is there some integrity in the way the customers see your business? Now, I went to a florist to buy some flowers to do a photo shoot for some branding material. I got talking to the young lady there. She asked for my card, which I didn't have, but I was going to go away and I was going to come back later. We got talking and she'd started an online florist business. Her partner owned the shop that I was in, and she was starting an online florist business. Her passion was Parisian style flowers. She showed me the photographs. They were absolutely beautiful, and I definitely could see a lot of opportunity. The business name was a French name, obviously tying back with this Parisian style. So I went away and I came back with a card, and she said to me earlier, she said, there's something not quite right with the way this feels. And I had to think about it while I was away, and I came back and I said to her, I said, I've worked out what the problem was. And she said, oh, what's the problem? And I said, your story. I said, you have a Parisian style inspired beautiful flowers. You showed me the photographs, you went to Paris, you took the photographs. I said, but the problem is, I said, if somebody communicated with your business and found out that you weren't French, then it wouldn't make sense to them why it was a Chinese Australian person was running a Parisian inspired florist. I said, that is what the problem is. And she said, but you know, how do I fix that? And I said to her, I said, you've told me your story. You told me that you studied fashion for 3 years, that you loved Paris, that you went there, you took photographs of Paris. I said, even if you've got photographs of the photo shoot being done in Paris that shows the authenticity of that photo shoot. So you didn't just, Photoshop in a backdrop of Paris and that was it. You actually went to Paris. You were actually inspired in Paris. And, Paris is the city of love. You're taking photographs in Paris. It's also the city of style. So just having that, be able to work with you on Parisian style flowers for somebody's wedding who just loves that story and that romance about Paris makes perfect sense. So without the story, the chances are you could actually look inconsistent. But with the story, there is a whole love affair that you have with Paris that has to come through in the flowers that you're actually showing. Now, I've recently as well, when you look at brands, you look at the stories, you look at Colette Dinnigan and how Colette Dinnigan started and how she used to hand make underwear and how she used to go to market stores and how that creates that connection with people. This is a real human being who actually struggled when she started. Recently I saw an article on Kenneth Cole who retails shoes in America. Now Kenneth Cole, they had a photo shoot in his office with all this antique foot attire, because he does shoes. So, foot lasts and various things that are actually historically used in the shoe industry. Now that to me, I looked at it and I went, hey, this man really loves shoes. There is a history here behind him and his shoes. But without that photo shoot, I wouldn't have actually understood why it was this man was actually retailing shoes, and it might just be something he just decided to do one day. So there really is a lot of integrity in people's stories and making sure that there's that consistency coming through in what you're saying and what it is that you're actually doing. Because there's a big market up there. In floristry, there are 2,000 flower retailers in Australia. 1,300 of those are in New South Wales and Victoria. So there's a lot of competition out there. We're a highly over-retailed country for the population we have here. So the case that what you need to do is you need to compete against you need to make yourself that business of choice, that business that somebody's going to want to come to. Now, this is something you can apply in your own business. I have written an article on this, which is on my blog on the website, which is livinglines.com.au. So I would encourage you to have a look at your story and make sure that you're looking at it from the customer's eyes, and make sure that you really are standing out for that business that you really are. So that's Susan Jones at Living Lines. Hope you enjoyed this. Share it with somebody if you think they'll benefit from improving the story or actually working on their story. Until next time, goodbye.